Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, good morning everyone. How are you today? Still cheerful, right?
Start our presentation and get ready to understand our explanation. We are from group.
With the name of group member, I am Asri Pratiwi and my friend Deden Yusuf and Nuri Safitri want to explain about the complaint letter of damaged good.
Okay. Complaint of damaged good. Definition. Complaint of damage is one of the letter which is a commercial document and is claim letter or claim for good that are involved of damage. This claim letter is then used to ask the seller that the goods that are not in line with expectation, so that the seller can send other item or make a refund. This claim letter contains complete information about the goods, tips, defect, or minor or severe damage, as well as option for refunding or replacing new item. Thanks.
I will explain the contents of the complaint damaged goods letter. First, opening paragraph. In the opening paragraph contains a self-introduction and a brief explanation of the purpose of writing a letter. With a sentence like this, I'm writing to complain. Be sure to include exact dates and times and give all the relevant information in a clear and logical sequence. The buyer clearly states the description of an item, the amount of goods, and the type of goods received. Second, main paragraph. The main paragraph, the buyer provides evidence of the dissatisfaction of the goods received, explaining the damaged or incompatible item. You should outline what steps you have taken thus far to resolve the matter and describe the consequence of the faulty product or service. Adding specific details, such as additional costs you have incurred to replace a faulty product, will strengthen your complaint. If you have had previous communication with the company, be sure to note it in your letter. Include the reference numbers where applicable. Third, closing paragraph. In closing paragraph, you should state your expectation of how the company should resolve the matter, including specific action and deadlines. So, the contents of this complaint letter are used to declare complaints of damage to an item. Usually, the related company will ask for responsibilities such as compensation for money or the same goods. The company submitting the complaint letter has the right to ask for high compensations if the related party is unable to meet the chain of goods. This has usually been applied in several businesses in accordance with the agreements that have been made.
Okay, I will explain about useful expression used in the complaint letter of damaged good. Opening paragraph, brief explanation about the purpose of writing a letter with a sentence like this. Number 1, the example, I am writing to complain about the faulty installation of my air conditioner. And number 2, the example, I wish to express my dissatisfaction with my stay at your hotel. And the last we can use, I have recently ordered a television on January 3 from your website. Enclosed are a copy of my receipt and any other document concurring this purchase. Next is main paragraph. We can explain how condition of good and how the good way to resolve this complaint, and usually depend on company profile before buying and making a complaint letter. Like some example, unfortunately, name of item arrived damaged. Therefore, I would like to make arrangement to return the item to you for a refund or exchange. Please let me know how best return the item to you. In additional, since the item arrived damaged, I do not expect to be responsible for paying the return shipping costs. Next, we can describe the consequence of wrong product or service. Like the example number 2, the condition of the item was your responsibility up to the point I reset, and accordingly I am entitled to a refund along with the refund of all delivery costs. I would request that you to confirm in the next 3 days that you will provide in this remedy and that you will cover the cost of the defective item being returned to you. As of main paragraph, we can notify you about package receipt and explain the condition of damaged good and add specific detail. Item do not work or may not be used, and we can tell how to arrangement to return or repair the goods. The example of the last, I received the package on May 10, but unfortunately, when I opened it and discovered that the product was damaged. The screen is completely broken and the phone is unusable. Therefore, I would like to make arrangement to return the item for replacement. Of course, I do not expect to be responsible for paying the return shipping costs and any other costs. The last, I want to explain about a closing paragraph. We can write expectation about how to solve this problem, certain action and deadlines. Like the example number 1, I would appreciate it if you could replace the missing part by the next week. And number 2, please let me know as soon as possible what action you propose to take. And the last, I look forward to hearing from you within the next 10 days. That's all the explanation for me.
That's all from our presentation. If explanation is not perfect, forgive us. The last is a question and answer session.
We wait for it. Thank you for attention before.